Hello my dear lovely students. Today I am discussing Plant Kingdom class 11 chapter number 3 NCERT questions and answers part 4. In this video I am discussing long answer type questions, and in my previous video I was already shared Plant Kingdom NCERT questions and answers part 1, 2 and 3. So please check it out. Welcome back once again in your biology class. This is Nausin and you are watching your most favorite channel, Educational Support. So my lovely students, are you ready to crack your board exam? So let's get started. Question number 1 is, gametophyte is the dominant phase in the life cycle of a bryophyte. Explain. So the main plant body of the bryophyte is haploid. It produces gametes, hence is called a gametophyte. The sex organs in bryophytes are multicellular. The male sex organ is called antheridium. They produce biflagellate antherozoites or biflagellate sperms. The female sex organ called archegonium is a flask-shaped and produces a single egg. The antherozoites are released into water where they come in contact with archegonium. An antherozoid fuses with the egg to produce the zygote. You know that. So the zygote don't undergo reduction division immediately, and they produce a multicellular body which is called a sporophyte. Question number 2 is, with the help of a schematic diagram, describe the haplodiploidic life cycle pattern of a plant group. So, in a sexually reproducing plant, there is an alteration of generation between a haploid and a diploid phase of plant bodies. So, the haploid plant body is termed gametophyte, while the diploid plant body is called sporophyte. The gametophyte produces gametes by mitosis, while the haploid spores are produced by sporophyte following meiosis. The two gametes fuse then together and to produce a zygote which develops into the diploid sporophyte, and this schematic diagram represents the life cycle of a pteridophyte haplodiploidic life type of life cycle. So, in a haplodiploidic life cycle pattern such as in bryophyte or pteridophyte, both the phases of life are multicellular. You know that. So, however, in bryophytes, the gametophytes are small, photosynthetic, independent and represent dominant phase. The partly or totally dependent sporophyte is physically attached to the gametophyte. The spores, which is N, dispersed by sporophytes, germinate into individual gametophytic plants. However, in pteridophytes, the diploid phase is dominant and well organized, independent, while the haploid phase through all free living and independent in short-lived and photosynthetic. So in both of these groups of plants, the mobile male gametes antherozoid produced by sex organs, which is called antheridium, travel to the archegonium, which is bearing an egg cell via the medium of water. An egg cell is non-motile, hence the reproduction is oogamous. Question number 3 is, lichen is usually seen as an example of symbiosis in plants where an algal and a fungal species live together for their mutual benefit. Which of the following will happen if algal and fungal partners are separated from each other? Option A, both will survive and grow normally and independent from each other. Option B, both will die. Option C, algal component will survive while the fungal component will die. And option D is fungal component will survive while algal partner will die. Based on your answer, how do you justify this association as symbiosis? So lichens is usually cited as an example of symbiosis in biology, where in a fungal and an algal species live together for mutual benefit. The algal component synthesizes the food through photosynthesis, which is utilized by the fungal species for its survival. So the fungal component in return provides shelter and waste products that are consumed by algal species. So experiments have shown that algal component can grow independently when separated from fungal species. But same is not true with the fungal component, which dies when separated from algal component. So this association is therefore a typical case of master-slave relationship where fungus has trapped the algal components for its own survival while giving nothing to return to it. Question number 4 is, explain how sexual reproduction in angiosperms is said to take place through double fertilization and triple fusion. So also draw a label diagram of embryo sac to explain the phenomenon. So after entering one of the synagids, the pollen tube releases and the two male gametes into the cytoplasm of the synagid. An angioplasmic plant sexually reproduces by the formation of male and female gametes. The male gamete is a pollen, you know that, which contain mainly two male nuclei, and female gamete is egg cell produced in ovule. So this pollen grains germinate on the stigma of a flower, and the resulting pollen tube grow through the tissues of stigma and style and reach near the egg apparatus. The two male gametes are discharged within the embryo sac. One of the male gametes fuses with the egg cell to form a diploid zygote. Secondary nucleus, the secondary male gamete fuses with the diploid secondary nucleus and forms the diploid primary endosperm nucleus, PEN. So this fusion is known as triple fusion because of the involvement of two fusion, and this event in angiosperm is termed as double fertilization. So the zygote then develops into embryo and pen then develops into endosperm, which provides nourishment to the developing embryo. So this diagram represents the process of fertilization and double fertilization. Question number 5 is, draw label diagrams of female and male thallus of a liverwort, gametophyte and sporophyte of Funaria, alteration of generation in angiosperm. So this is a male thallus of Merchantia polymorpha, and this is a female thallus of Merchantia polymorpha. So these are the male and female thallus of a liverwort. This picture represents gametophyte and sporophyte of Funaria, and this picture represents the alteration of generation in angiosperm. So thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and click on the bell and turn on the notification. So tata, bye bye, see you in the next video.